There are some women so filled with power and courage that one can hardly believe all she has faced and overcome. Civil rights icon Fannie Lou Hamer is certainly one of the women at the top of that list. Born in Mississippi in 1917, she was the 20th and last child of sharecroppers and was out in the fields picking cotton by the age of 6. In 1961, she underwent surgery for a uterine tumor and was given a hysterectomy without her consent. This was a common practice to reduce the black population and was called a Mississippi appendectomy. Unable to have her own children, she and her husband adopted 2 daughters. That same year, she attended her first civil rights meeting, and this sparked her outrage that blacks were being denied the right to vote. She became an organizer and led a busload of 17 people to the courthouse to register to vote, and on the way home they were stopped, harassed, and fined $100 because their bus was too yellow. When the owner of the farm she was sharecropping learned of her efforts to gain the vote, he fired her and confiscated most of the property her and her husband owned. In 1963, she was arrested with others for sitting in the whites-only section of a bus station and beaten so badly in the jail that she sustained lifelong injuries. She took on the Democrats in 1964, lobbying for inclusion in the party in a fiery speech at the DNC, describing the treatments blacks were receiving in their voting efforts, and by 1968 she was part of the first integrated delegation of the DNC. In 1964 she organized Freedom Summer, which brought black and white college students together to register blacks to vote. She was one of the first black women to stand in the U.S. Congress, and in 1971 she founded the National Women's Political Caucus. She launched the Freedom Farm Cooperative, buying land that blacks could farm and own collectively. She orchestrated the building of 200 low-income housing units, many still standing today. Fannie Lou Hamer dedicated her life to fighting for the life promised to all Americans and was an almost superhuman example of a woman who refuses to cower to those who wish to keep her subjugated. In spite of the abuses she suffered, she refused to succumb to hate. "If I hate you because you hate me, I'm no better than you are," she stated. She died of breast cancer in 1977, and 48 years after her death, President Joe Biden awarded her the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor.